Welcome everybody to the show. We welcome you. It's a privilege for us to have you here.
Thank you. It's always lovely having you with us and taking the time to watch our podcast.
The Democratic Republic of Congo, Félix Tshisekedi, serving his second term. He hasn't done a good job at all. Actually, now most Congolese people are coming out here and saying, some of them actually are saying, we want Kabila back. We want Joseph Kabila back, the previous president who also served for like 18 years, who also did a crap job. Sorry.
But the crappier job that he did was better than what Tshisekedi is doing right now.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently. The Congolese people are coming out here and saying enough is enough. This particular Tshisekedi here only eats. He only eats. He's only picking up weight, man. It's true. This guy's been picking up weight, huh?
Yeah, it's a good amount of weight, and that healthy skin, that glowing skin that he has, goes from the bald head everywhere.
This guy, we don't mean to sound immature or insulting or too critical about this, but this particular should we even call this an administration? That's not an administration. Administration is a big term for what the hell is going on in the Democratic Republic of Congo. That's not an administration. That is a group of individuals eating, stealing money out of corruption, making excuses left, right, and center, not aiming at all to fulfill any promises that they made. You understand?
They're only creating new things, like the whole thing of him trying to change the constitution, because he's claiming the constitution from, I think, back 2006. I think that's the constitution they are trying to change, wasn't written for Congolese.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah. So the one that they are trying to write now is for the Congolese people in this day and age.
But he's trying to say that we want to change this particular constitution because it wasn't necessarily written by Congolese people. Yes, the Rwandese has something to do with it. Fine. Even if there's some truth to that, fine. We understand it. But everybody can also see here that perhaps you want to change this constitution so that you can change Article 217 where term limits can be changed so that you can have another term.
Yeah, he's trying to fool people, like people that are not able to read the constitution for themselves and say, it's convenient that you want to change this one.
Why did he change it in his first term?
Yeah.
If he meant business, he should have come in the first term and then say, okay, let's look at this whole thing from beginning to end. And he's also starting, I think for Félix Tshisekedi, he's going to dedicate his second term here into making sure that they change that particular constitution, because it cannot be changed in a day. It'll take some time if the ball was to roll that way.
Yeah.
Understand? So he's already starting way before, because when did he get in power? When did this freaking second term begin?
It started like exactly a year ago, I think.
Yeah,
Last year it was the 20th of December.
Yeah. That's when it started. So you see, within the first year, he's talking administration because he wants to have time. His main goal, in my opinion, he wants a third term.
Definitely.
Or a new constitution which will give him
unlimited,
or with a new constitution would give him a first term. Yeah, because it will be like a new term, a new constitution. So it'll be term number 1. So let me change the constitution so we can start over, because it won't be seen as term number 3. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. So he's just trying to press the refresh button. He's trying to fool people, but no.
Yeah, but look, the thing is with the Democratic Republic of Congo, although we are, look, it's exciting, right, to put on the news and to see that Congo is taking Apple to court. It's, oh, really? Yes, it's exciting. But really, how would that play out? And can we trust those people?
Yeah, it's exciting because it's not a civil, it's a criminal. So this is what they are trying to do, is a criminal, and it's in a different court. So
the only good thing about this particular move, this initiative from the DRC to take Apple to these criminal courts in Europe, in France and in Belgium, is that it brings global attention to these particular issues that have been going on, not only in the Democratic Republic of Congo, in most countries, undeveloped countries in Africa. because there's a lot of places where there's some form of illegal mining or human rights abuse way of mining happening. But yes, Congo, East Democratic Republic of Congo, together with Rwanda, that silent genocide that's been happening there for decades. Somehow, this particular initiative by the DRC Congo to these criminal courts against Apple is bringing attention.
Yes.
To these atrocities.
It's a good thing that is bringing attention because since it's been announced that they are taking Apple to court, a lot of more people have been talking about it. So it's not just about Free Congo. It's you bringing in a big name like Apple. Oh, Apple is supporting this human rights abuses in conflict mining, conflict minerals. So it's a good thing that it's the word of DRC Congo and Apple it's getting out there. The crisis that's been happening.
Yeah, but Apple's got a lot of money, and we are dealing with African puppets. And African puppets usually forgive very quickly when you put some money on the freaking table. Yeah. It's true, man. And why are they doing this? Why are you saying we're going to sue Apple? Because according to them, Apple is participating in the purchasing or the acquirement of these conflict minerals. Apple comes out here and says, no, we have trusted suppliers that give it to us, right? Yeah. Verified suppliers. But Congo is saying, no, it's not just that. You know the way that these particular suppliers get these conflict minerals.
Yeah, and actually they have come out and said it, that Apple themselves have come out and said that they have told their suppliers not to take these conflict minerals from these countries.
What do you think Apple is going to say? We told them to take it.
Yeah, no, they're not going to say that.
Of course they're going to say what they said, what you said they said.
But I think they should have done a better thing, like stop using the supplier. Instead of just telling them stop taking minerals from them, stop using that supplier, because if they did it once, they're going to do it again if they really meant it.
But Apple needs it. They need to release what? iPhone 17 next year. They don't care, man. We're dealing with, there's corruption everywhere in this world. It's not just with our African puppets. Even these first world countries, these imperialistic countries are corrupt to the core. As we watch these particular news unfold, even in the US during these elections, you see how they're all crying from different parties, Democratic or Republican. They're all talking about election vote rigging and transparency and all this. Just imagine.
Yeah.
There's corruption everywhere, everywhere. None of these people that come out here to sound politically correct are angels.
Nah.
Whether it's a Tim Cook or an Elon Musk, or even perhaps even a Donald Trump or Biden or Hunter or Felix Tshisekedi. Let's keep it with our puppets. Or these ones.
Yeah.
They are not out here to be completely honest. None of these people we can trust blindly. Yeah. Because there's always ulterior motives with these guys. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I'm sure that Apple is also trying to save a buck and say, okay, no, this is a trusted supplier. And even though we found out that maybe they are taking minerals from these the conflict minerals, but we have told them.
They will never come out here. They will, look, just keep things very simple and reasonable and logic. We're talking about money here. We're talking about the Democratic Republic of Congo, who produces the most of these minerals. You see, the DRC Congo, that cobalt, tin, tungsten, and tantalum. We're talking about DRC, who produces the most in the world. And now you're dealing with a company here called Apple, $1 trillion company that has a reputation to uphold. They have money to make. They have projects. They have goals.
Yeah.
And you're talking about these other, for example, the U.S. Army. They need all these minerals. So, and we are rich in it. Yes, we, from the Democratic Republic of Congo, but we consider ourselves African first.
Africa as a whole, Africa is rich in these minerals.
Yes, but the DRC in particular is the richest country in the world with these particular minerals. If I'm the richest country in the world with this particular mineral and you need it for your device here, where are your eyes? Your eyes are right here. where you'll get these devices, these minerals, so that you can build your devices.
Yes.
And this particular country right now, this Democratic Republic of Congo, there's conflict there, which mainstream media refuses to really speak on. They just put it like it's something that we should live by, like it's a normal way of life. You understand?
Yeah, I get
when it's
it,
Gaza,
yeah.
they talk loud here. When it's Ukraine, look, we're talking about Gaza, Ukraine, Russia, all of these, Syria, all of those ones are happening now. Gaza just started happening a year ago, or a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
The DRC Congo, 8 million people displaced for decades, man. For decades. A silent freaking genocide that's happening there. Like, and everybody, look, this trend mainstream, you know why my tone is like this? Because some of us have had enough of seeing all these atrocities. I mean, we have people on the ground.
Yeah.
In the fields in the Democratic Republic of Congo that see it firsthand how some of these kids are being abused, how people live in poverty, how there's no freaking aid. None of these major institutions that are out here. That's why when I saw, I think it was on freaking CNN, how they were showing UNICEF or whatever, talking about aid moving into Gaza and all this, and they're showing us aid. I just started laughing.
It's so annoying. It's like, I understand they need the aid, but it's like, share it across the places. It's like other places also have conflict, and you should be able to say, okay, we are giving aid also to DRC, and announce it every second day. Say it the same way you're saying it about Gaza and Syria and everything.
We are living in a world where the atrocities that are happening in these countries where there's black people doesn't have to be broadcast. And if the same type of atrocities, or even lesser, starts happening in a country where the skin is a little bit lighter, mainstream media is there.
Yeah.
Please freaking disagree if you can. Put your comments in the comment section. That is the truth. That's the truth that they don't want us to be able to say. That's the truth that exists, that everybody knows. Yes. Look at those. We're talking about 8 million people. 8 million people displaced. What else must we talk about here? 8 million people displaced. We're not talking about 1.1.
Over decades.
Yes. Decades, just leave it that way. And at the same time, maybe there's many times, at the same times, they need things from there.
Yes, exactly.
So,
they actually depend on the country that has been having this conflict for decades.
And where these atrocities are happening, where these conflicts are happening, is exactly where these minerals are. So why shouldn't we come out here and think and say, perhaps these people that truly, really, really need these minerals are the ones instigating these freaking conflicts in the first place? Look, you give us no choice but to suspect you of this.
Yes.
Because where the hell are these supposed armed groups getting all their freaking resources? And what do they do with these minerals once they get it? You see, when these freaking armed forces go into certain towns and they capture these towns and they're in charge, they take over another town and they start doing these minings and all that. What do they do with that resource, with all those minerals? Where does it go? Where does it go? It's not another African guy just buying it and just keeping it. No, it goes to these major freaking corporations, these global institutions, these global companies.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they are just sending it all across the world, and they are using it. And all of those funds are going direct into those armed rebels. So obviously, they are funding it.
And our puppets are complicit.
Because they are getting some sort of a share. So just keep it you know what's happening, but just take this just to ease your mind.
Yes, our puppets are complicit. I'm sure that Felix Tshisekedi works with Kagame, with Paul Kagame. They work together, man.
Like what? Like they are putting on a show?
They're putting on a show for the public, but they come out here secretively, they work together because it makes absolutely no sense that this thing just keeps going on like this. I'm telling you, they're both stalling. Doesn't matter what the United Nations says. Doesn't matter what the African Union says. or the US and says, we're going to pick Angola, Lourenco, you're going to be the mediator. We're going to give you millions of dollars. Please initiate these talks left, right, and center in Luanda or Kinshasa. Here's the money, here's the means. You guys, you have all the resources to initiate these meetings. But these two people are not meeting, these leaders. Paul Kagame and Felix Tshisekedi, they're still not meeting. Okay, why?
Representatives.
Why? Why aren't you meeting? Why aren't you meeting? So, we should perhaps file negligence types of charges on both of them. I mean, some people must come out here and say, okay, we're going to file negligence charges on Kagame and on Felix Tshisekedi. Both of them.
And also on Angola for not doing it in a timely manner. He is also just postponing.
No, well, with Angola, we can't really blame Angola because Angola is the mediator.
Angola is improving their infrastructure with the money that the US is giving them to be able to facilitate these talks.
Talking about infrastructure. That, what's the name of that port? Is it Lobilo?
What is it?
Labilo, something like that.
Lobito Corridor.
Yeah, you guys know what we mean.
Just
being built
put in the
there.
comments, please. Yes.
Being built there in
Angola, Zambia, and Congo.
Yeah, in the DRC Congo, the three countries. That particular project, infrastructure. Talking about infrastructure, that freaking West for Biden to have landed there, historic visit. Let me go down to these puppets and persuade them. Yeah, we're gonna say it's because China is moving in so fast, but let me go down there and convince them to make sure that we build this thing. I don't care if it costs us $10 billion. We're now gonna start taking the hell out of these natural resources out of this country. That's how they treat Africa. They believe they can do anything they want to do with Africa.
All they have to do is just put their white skin on the ground and say, okay, puppets will just say, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Even the fact that it's called an historic visit. It's an irritating phrase, actually.
An historic visit, and you are still able to line those puppets up.
Yeah, on African soil.
In your own, I'm coming to your house there, to your place, and I'm going to line you guys up. And they all line up.
Yeah.
It's a privilege to have this president in town.
And he's even like of old age. He's not of his right mind currently. You know, it's like...
And the thing is, he's ending, he's moving out. He's not going to be the president anytime soon, but it's the name that's landing there. And they know that when the U.S. lands there, it's not going to land empty-handed. You see those puppets? They know that there'll be some...
There's some gifts.
There'll be some things dispatched towards them. All they need to do is sign on the dotted line. All Lourenco needs to do, together with Felix Tshisekedi and that one from Zambia, how can I stay in power so that I can reap the rewards of this particular agreement that we're about to sign here? That's what the puppets are thinking. I'm telling you, Felix Tshisekedi hasn't done anything for Congo. You see, from the moment Felix Tshisekedi got into office in his first term, his number one priority was just supposed to be that East Democratic Republic of Congo. The fact that nothing is happening there, it's only getting worse and worse. These M23, they keep taking towns after towns. These kids keep being unalived. Bombs dropping on displacement camps.
Atrocities against women. It's ridiculous.
Yes, atrocities against women. Women experiencing sexual violence like every freaking hour. 50 women per hour to be exact. The fact that that's still happening. That particular president, that particular head of state, as we like to say, that particular puppet has failed miserably.
Yeah.
He only got in there to pick up weight. He's doing nothing for the country. You see, we have to start speaking in a way to really get their attention. We don't respect failures. Remember back in high school when we were kids, if you failed a grade and you came home, everybody was mad at you and they look at you like, hey, look at that stupid one, you failed. Why should we be out here respecting heads of states that are failing miserably?
Yes.
And in this particular case, people are being unalived due to your failure as a leader. And so we must still give you the respect.
We cannot give you respect because the only thing that you have been doing, like you said, since he's come into power was, okay, you are going on an interview for France 24. You're talking about Kagame and how he's a liar, he's a liar. That's all you've done. You've only gone to complain to the EU, and now you're doing the criminal case against Apple, but you're still not focusing on getting the military in there to help the situation. Try to get those people out, bring them to safety. Something should be done.
Felix Tshisekedi is not supposed to be the president of Congo anymore.
Yes.
I don't know what else we need to be saying here. This particular individual must move out. He has failed. Let's give a chance to other candidates to move in here and see what they can do. But this particular person hasn't done nothing. The infrastructure is deteriorating. The little bit of undeveloped infrastructure that we used to have there has deteriorated. We're not even talking about what new project that could be. We're not even aiming. This guy couldn't even maintain the crap that was there. You understand what I'm saying? You have to say it in a way that it is. Yes, coming here to beat around the bush, to be politically correct about this sort of failure is disrespecting yourself. You have to call a spade when it comes to these puppets. They're failing miserably. You know what? You know why? Not you know why. You know what? Those people that are unalived due to the failure of these freaking puppets, whether it's the Democratic Republic of Congo or any of these African countries where some of these dictators stay in power for a long time. When we speak unapologetically about these issues like this, we are somehow bringing some form of justice to those that are underground 6 feet. Due to their freaking failure. I'm telling you, you see those kids in the displacement camps that haven't eaten today. Those kids that haven't eaten today. If you come here and you become all politically correct to voice these issues, to speak in a way that considers these puppets first, you're doing a big injustice to those kids. Yes, these puppets are failing and they need to move out. They need to be removed. They are failing miserably, and they're not going to try to convince us as if they're doing something about it by now taking Apple to court. And we all know how that's going to play out. If there's a settlement, are you going to be able to prove this case against Apple? Talking about Apple.
Yeah, and even if there is a settlement,
where's the money going?
Where? Yeah, exactly. Is the entire amount going to be disclosed? And where is that money going? How are you going to spend it? Because that transparency needs to be there. We need to be able to see the difference that you're going to make. Like, are you going to improve infrastructure, or are you going to help the people in the East?
They're going to disclose an amount.
Yeah, is it going to be the right amount?
It'll probably be the right amount.
No, I don't think so.
But these puppets will come out here and create ghost projects. You understand, huh? Just like that one in Kenya.
Yeah.
You remember how the Kenyans, or rather the Gen Zs of Kenya, shout out to Kenya, hello my people, love you guys so much. Yeah. How they were complaining about those particular ghost projects that William Ruto has always been promising them.
Yeah, because Ruto, I don't know, Ruto wasn't even smart in his ghost projects, because he even allowed people to put boards to say, okay, this is going to be built here. To say this is construction coming soon. But in the back, 3 years later, construction site is still nothing. There's nothing behind it.
It's still an empty field.
Exactly.
There's nothing happening. But he puts the forthcoming.
Yes.
He puts the image. Some people design certain things. This is the project coming up.
Yeah.
Nothing. Morara Kebeso is the one who really came out here to really expose all that.
Yes.
That's how we know a lot about this particular ghost projects, that particular... Zakayo, yes. I was about to use the P word again on him, but... I want to clip this for them properly. But yeah, I think I'm entitled. That particular puppet didn't do anything about it. Yeah. But Morara Kebeso was able to expose them.
Yes.
Yes. And so there's so many, huh? There's so many, huh? In what's the name again? Alcabalan, yes. Alcabalan. There's so many puppets in Alcabalan that need to be dealt with, that need to be removed.
People that have been in power for too long, not in power, in positions for too long, they should just retire and enjoy the rest of their life. Let other people, younger people, run the country in a proper way. Don't hold on to some things that I'm sure, like we always say, Paul Biya, what exactly do you have planned still? What can you still be doing for the country that's going to better the country?
You see that grandpa That grandpa has no more vision
Yeah.
for Cameroon. He doesn't even have a vision for himself. He's too old. That's an old man. He's 91, maybe 93, I don't know. He's above 90 now. He has no vision. Do you people honestly believe that Paul Biya, at his age, after being in power for 42 years, still has a vision of where he wants to take Cameroon to? And he's still the right person for the job. He's still the one to lead the nation. He's the hope of the Cameroonian people. You still honestly believe that that particular Obiang, president of Equatorial Guinea, his vision, he's
so strong.
He's so strong. He's so well and alive. It's the one to take the people of Equatorial Guinea to that promised land.
No way.
Same with Museveni in Uganda. You still believe that this particular other dictator, these dictators, whether we're talking Congo, Brazzaville, whether we're talking Djibouti, wherever all these puppets are always in power for decades, you still think these people are waking up every morning and they have our best interest at heart?
No way. Not at all. Because even the way, you remember the images of Paul Biya coming back after he was in Switzerland for too long, and people started asking, where is he? Is he sick or whatever? When he came back, even that whole wave out of the car, it felt like to me that he was just coming into an old age home. Like people were just welcoming him.
To me, it felt like, I'm here, huh? No more talking. Okay, now you people have seen my hand. No more talking. I'm waving it. No more talking. Stop asking. Even the fact that there was a time he was living in France while as the head of state of an African country just says it all. Says it all.
Not a care in the world about his own country.
They don't care, man. We have Cameroonians in the comment section saying, please speak for us. We're not allowed to speak. Besides the fact that these freaking puppets don't do anything to better their countries, they're also out here threatening their own citizens, shutting them up. You don't have free speech. It says we're democratic nations, but you don't have free speech. If you dare ask, where's Paul Biya, we guarantee you we're going to put some freaking charges on you. And he's got those loyalists around him. You see those people that are still a part of his entourage, the people that are still a part of that freaking dictatorship administration. Those are the ones who come up here and uphold those freaking undemocratic laws.
Yes.
To say if you ask where your 91-year-old 42 years in power Paul Biya president is, we're gonna jail you.
Hey.
You understand? And they do that.
Yeah.
So please, we will continue to speak for the Cameroonian people. Free Cameroon.
Yes.
Free Uganda too. And free Congo.
Yes, for sure.
Free Equatorial Guinea. Yes. That's what we need to do.
Exactly. We need people like the new Botswana president. He is coming out there. He is full force. I don't know if it's because he's just coming to power, but I'm hoping to believe that he's a young guy. He's got the way he changed the ministry, and he's going out there. He's standing on these international platforms, and he's saying the corruption in African countries, it needs to stop. There has to be a proper way of governing a country without corruption.
Him, when he speaks, the new president of Botswana, you can hear a form of Pan-Africanism in there. You can hear that this particular person's vision is not only limited to the people of Botswana. He wants to take it all across the motherland.
Yeah, that's the one thing. I was like, when he speaks, he's not talking about only his country. He's talking about a united Africa.
Yes, but this particular united Africa that we want, only people with balls will come out here and aim for it.
Yeah.
Not these ones that are afraid to challenge imperialistic countries. And we all know that it's not going to be easy to challenge these imperialistic countries, these colonizers.
Because they're used to getting things for cheap now. They're used to getting what they want and how they want it. So to go against the grain, they are not going to like it. But we have to push forward.
Who's used to getting these things?
The West. The colonizers.
Yes, they are used to always getting these things for dirt cheap. Like France has been used to getting that freaking uranium from Niger for dirt cheap. And, it is the mission, it's an obligation for these imperialistic countries to come out here and to make sure that Africa is not united. You see the unity that we are crying for, the unity that we are praying for, that we are aiming for, that we are wanting the people to be a part of. it goes against the progress of imperialistic countries.
Yeah.
You see what Mali and Burkina Faso and Niger are doing is...
And hopefully Chad.
And hopefully any one of those other countries there in the Sahel, like Senegal or even Chad.
Yeah.
Goes against the agenda of imperialistic country, goes against the agenda of France. So France will come out here, and even if they need to, they will even use some of these terrorist groups to make sure that they infiltrate these particular 3 countries in the Confederation, to sabotage them, to destabilize them, so that whatever freaking hopes or dreams they have of becoming self-reliant is squashed to the ground. Look, just think about it. Why would France just sit back and let these freaking colonies have their way?
Yeah.
We used to eat from here. We colonized you. We gave you a language. You use our franc. We are the top dogs. We educated you guys. We civilized you. We brought the doctor's gown. And today you are telling us that we should leave. Fine, we're going to leave. We're going to be tactical about this. We're not going to be out here acting the fool or reacting. France is not stupid. None of these imperialistic countries are out here to just give up.
Yeah.
On all of these, on where they've been eating. They've been eating here for decades.
Yeah, they've like they've got everything for cheap. They've gotten what they wanted.
Yes.
From these countries for decades, and now these countries, African countries, are pushing back. Say, get out, man. We need to do things for ourselves. We don't want to be listening to your country because you don't know our ways anymore.
Do you know how you must try to approach this thing? You must say to yourself, so France, with all your natural resources, not natural resources, you don't have any. Sorry, France, with all your means, with all your resources that you have to be able to keep these terrorists in the Sahel region at bay, because this is the reason why you built your military bases there in the first place, right? For security, for safety, for peacekeeping. That's why your troops have always been in the Sahel region anyway, right?
Yeah.
You want to tell me during this whole time, you haven't been able to deal with these freaking jihadist groups or terrorist groups or Boko Haram. This whole time, you haven't been able to deal with it.
They are dealing with it. They are paying them.
They are working with them.
Yes.
I'm telling you, that's the only way to think about this thing. Because if we really remove the threat completely, then you will never need us.
Yeah.
We need the threats to be there so that you people will always forever need us.
There's a reason why you always need to be saying, we need help from France. We need help from France. No. We don't want your help anymore.
You see that France? They are the one in control of that island. What's the name of that island? Mayotte or Mayotte?
Mayotte, yeah.
Mayotte or Mayotte or Mayotte or whatever.
Yeah, sure,
it's off the coast of Mozambique. It's down there somewhere in those waters. Beautiful beaches, beautiful sights. Those particular French elites usually travel to that particular island for vacations and enjoy the fresh beaches and the waters of that particular Indian Ocean.
Yes.
But France is in control of that particular island. Did you see when he landed there a few days ago? How those people, they are attacking him, huh?
They
no
just
respect.
Went for it, man.
Yes. Hey, you talk too much, basically, Macron. Croissant, you talk too much. We need water, we need shelter, we need your military to come over here and really handle things.
Yeah.
We need... Monsieur le Président, you are actually just talking too much. You're talking too much. There were so many of them, whether it's the ladies or the gentlemen, some of them were even holding him while they talk. You could see how Macron was just melting. Just melting. They want to be in control of these islands and treat them like they're freaking colonies, but when shit hits the fan, they do nothing about it. Understand? They're out there to try to say that we are out here to improve and to make sure that the economic industry or economy, whatever, of this particular places stay, but they do nothing.
Yeah.
You see that particular island? It's like they've said, these are the black people of France.
They put them on an island.
Just leave these black people here. But we are in control of that island, okay? It belongs to France. They own another one. Just on the other side of the Madagascar.
Even the fact that it's saying they own another one, it's annoying.
France is up there in Europe, but this freaking island here next to Madagascar, Mayotte, they're in control of it.
Why? Why are you there? Just leave us alone. Yeah.
I could also tell that the way that these people from that particular island in Mayotte were addressing Emmanuel Croissant was because the new sentiment in Africa that's going against France is also rubbed off on them.
Yes, yes.
See, those people also watch the news.
And also the way also Croissant reacted. He doesn't know how to cool his temper, huh?
Yes, he was losing it,
He
huh?
was talking to his citizens like he's talking to puppies, man. It's disgusting. He should at least, if he's a proper president, he should at least be saying, okay, guys, okay, I hear what you're saying, with a nice tone. But he was just so disrespectful to his citizens, in actual fact.
Yes, he was actually, some people describe it as insulting.
Yeah.
Hey, no one else is out here doing this thing for you people. Understand? If it wasn't from France, we wouldn't be doing this for you. You know, if it was some other people, the situation would have been even 10 times worse. We are out here doing this, so you must show some respect. Man, that's not how you speak to people who are going through some form of destruction, huh?
Yeah.
That's not how you address people.
It's like people have just lost their homes and stuff, and you're talking to people like that.
And first of all, where's your suit? Where's your suit?
He's always there with no...
Whenever he visits any African countries, there's no suit.
There's no jackets.
Yeah, it's just, give me that white shirt, let me roll it up, man. I don't need cufflinks for this freaking place here. Yeah, let me just... But anyway, fine, I understand there was rubble, but
Yeah.
that's how they treat it. So, that Sahel, that Mali, especially Mali now, what are they doing? They're changing all the names of the streets and the squares.
Yes, they are changing street names, building names, any monumental things named, any French name is just removed.
Yeah.
French person is removed.
Yes, they say, hey, what?
Next.
We need to change this.
Yeah, next that needs to go is those French attire that
Gabon is still wearing.
Yes, that stuff also needs to go.
That Gabon will never denounce France. You understand that Gabon? That the way that there are certain loyalist countries to France also that don't have the freaking balls or the vision to come out here and say we're gonna try to be self-reliant by ourselves. No, it's that Gabon, that Ivory Coast, those ones.
Yeah.
They don't have the guts, nor the vision. See, those particular, there's no individuals there that have the oomph, the guts, the balls, the tenacity, the commitment, the ability to risk life, you know, and go out there and say we're gonna do this for our people. We see a future where we can be self-reliant, where we can attain certain summits according to our own understanding and vision. We want to forge relationship with this particular country or not. In that Ivory Coast, there's no one.
Yeah.
There's only that particular, what's his name again, Ouattara, that one, especially that Ivory Coast. It's been beaten since that 2010, I think, when they...
2010, yeah, when that thing happened with the presidential palace.
Yeah.
But well, Ivory Coast, they are just with the tail in between their legs. They are literally just puppies to France.
Those ones, they don't have the guts.
Nothing
They have
at
no
all.
muscles. They rely on that aid.
Yeah.
But anyway, on the most serious thing, the Confederation, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. I bet you and I guarantee you, if there's anybody that's watching us here now and they follow politics and they know how to analyze these things and they think logically and critically and try to read between the lines, they will agree when they hear me say, France will go to any measure to make sure that it remains in power, that it has its footprint in those particular countries, even if they gotta use those freaking terrorists. That's why even when Ibrahim Traore comes out here and says, we have proof, we have recordings to know that France is working with certain agents in Ivory Coast and perhaps even Benin. The land over there, they train them and then they fly out and they bring operators there. We know we have proof. In due time, we shall play this for you guys. It's the freaking truth.
Yeah.
Because you don't even need Ibrahim Traore to come out here and give you proof or to even speak in such manners. You yourself, if you're a political analyst, if you're somebody that thinks about this and you're able to just sit down and try to, let me deduce, it's not about always being told, it's not about always being fed. Let me use my brain. If I was France.
They're going to find a way.
Why am I in that Sahel region in the first place? Why did I build my base over there? It was to protect them, right? Okay, so to protect them against who? Against the threat now. Okay, now, I don't want to be caught red-handed attacking them. I'm just going to use the same freaking threat to destabilize them.
Yeah.
All we need to do is make sure that they're destabilized so that we can come in there in the name of who we've always been to them, colonizers, to fix things. Yes, and then boom, there goes the uranium back in our hands.
Yes.
Yes, it's those freaking terrorist groups that are being used.
Yeah.
That's the most dangerous thing, and we should always be loud about that.
That they are using these groups for their own advantage.
Who else are they?
Because how are they still there? Such a major country or region cannot control this little group.
Look, ECOWAS is not going to attack any of these countries. That's just way too much. France itself, direct attack is way too much. You want to destabilize them. Who else is there to use?
You have to use that inner underground.
You have to use those hyenas. Those hyenas there. You have to say to yourself, let me go to Boko Haram, let me go to this jihadist group, let me go to whatever Al-Qaeda or ISIS groups that are in the freaking region. Use them, persuade them, convince them, give them what they need, promise them this, so that they can do what I need them to do for my own good. I'm France. I am France.
Yeah.
I am a part of the Security Council. You understand? I'm none of these small people.
I have a power in the Security Council.
I have Notre Dame. I have Notre Dame.
Yes.
And we inaugurating it again. Why am I not saying this word? The reopening of it.
Yes.
That even Trump needed to fly there to go and check it out and say, okay, France is here, Zelensky's here, everyone's here. About 20 heads of states from all over the world just came for the opening of this cathedral. What the hell is this cathedral? What is the meaning behind this Notre Dame that all these heads of states have to fly over there just for the reopening of the cathedral, Notre Dame? Let's reopen it. Trump comes, Zelensky, in the midst of war, comes.
Zelensky.
All these people come. What is the significance? What is the importance? What is the deal here? That these people have to fly with all these security details and spend all this money. We're just coming for the reopening of this Notre Dame. What is the meaning here? Somebody please drop this in the comment section. Tell us, because I don't know why all of these heads of state,
they had to be
there.
They
had to go and attend this. They had to go and attend the reopening of this Notre Dame. I was shocked. I was like, what? Why is everybody flying over there like this?
Yeah. I mean, reopen it. It's fine. It's fine. You can have the Macron can go there for it, but I don't think other heads of states was necessary to be there.
So there are certain things, there are certain ties, there are certain commitments that these imperialistic countries have with themselves where they really, really, really see each other like they've committed to one another on such a deep level that they understand each other's importance of certain things in certain culture, that they have to fly there, that even Prince Harry needed to go there, Prince William, they had to go there. It's like, man, so it's just the reopening? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's big. Anyway, Notre Dame, the cathedral.
Yes.
That was insane. Talking about back to this to what is this one? Let me say puppet because I forgot his name.
Tshisekedi.
Yes, Tshisekedi, the Democratic Republic of Congo. Another crazy thing that he had done that even a lot of the Congolese people are outraged about. Is the fact that a few weeks ago, Felix Tshisekedi came out here and said, Congolese people, we need to pray to God to send us a miracle for this war in the East Democratic Republic of Congo to end. In other words, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do as the head of state of the Democratic Republic of Congo. But Congolese people, please, we need to pray for a miracle for this war to end. I couldn't believe it when I heard that.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Is this how you, the head of state of the Democratic Republic of Congo, give confidence to your people? Because the only time you need a miracle is when you yourself as an individual, you don't know what to do. You've tried everything.
Yeah, you've run out of options. Like the team that you have behind you, Tshisekedi, They have no options. You cannot put your heads together to find out what we can do. That it had to come to that.
And so you need God. While we believe in God, while we love God, and we believe we should always acknowledge Him in all we do, as the head of state, it just didn't sound so.
It didn't sound cool. For me, it didn't sound very we can trust you with the country. We cannot. No, you cannot make decisions.
You cannot. You are not the commander in chief. It doesn't sound like you have. Like you have balls. Doesn't sound like that. In fact, if anything, also you've now told the enemy that you have nothing. You don't know what else to do.
Oh yeah. Also at that point, you basically just told Kagame and the armed forces. I don't know what to do. Huh?
Imagine being Paul Kagame and you turn on the news and you hear Felix Tshisekedi giving a speech saying, "Guys, we need a miracle for this particular war in East Democratic Republic of Congo to end." And you Paul Kagame and you know that it's my troops that are there. My troops that are there. And I've never admitted it, but I work with M23. Yeah. And now this particular one is out here saying people must fast and pray for a miracle. Imagine me, Paul Kagame.
He's thinking, yes, I'm doing a good job. My guys.
There's no way he's going to be scared of this puppet.
No.
There's no way he's going to feel threatened in any form.
He's just going to push the boundaries even more. He's just going to instruct that M23 to say, take another town.
That is, if every single accusation you've ever made about him were true, and then he still hears you come out here and speak like that, in his mind, he's just saying to himself, I've got him exactly where I need him. I got him by Stratum. Yeah, I've got him. Look at him. Asking for his people to pray to God.
Sure.
Yes. So you are not tactical, huh? You want God's angels to come down and fight here. You want a miracle. What kind of miracle you want? How would that miracle be?
Yeah.
You want God to just, what? You want the M23 to just become mad?
Magically just disappear?
Yeah, they become mad. They just turn around, they go back.
Hey.
Just like, you want a miracle. You're a president of a head of state, man. You need to show strength.
There
you need to show balls. There needs to be, yes, we will pray. Everybody knows they should pray.
Yes.
He doesn't have a cool relationship with the Catholic churches also over there. They blame each other a lot also over there. There's certain frictions happening over there.
Yeah, because they use it for their political gain, in their campaigning for presidency. They use it for that. That is why.
I don't know why. I don't know if he said what he said just to sort of like show them that like he's trying to include them into whatever solution that needs to be attained to end that freaking conflict. I don't know if he meant to say, we're going to do the military action human thing, but we need you people to pray too. I don't know if in his brain.
But it came out very wrong.
But it came out like, hey, you are exposing your weakness here. To the enemy.
Yes.
Calm down, please. Calm down. And so now, that's what's really been on the news. That's the backlash that Felix Tshisekedi has been getting from the Congolese people, from us, even us Pan-Africanists. Yes, Congolese born in Congo, but we are African first. We talk about every single issue in Africa, okay? South Africa, we talk about every single issue in Africa. Yes. Unapologetically, we'll come out here and call out certain freaking systems that you are still tolerating there in South Africa, whether it's Orania or Clairefontaine, some of those whites-only towns, we'll call them out. If you're xenophobic, we'll come out here and call you out. We don't care how many times you say, talk about your own country. We're talking about Congo. We will continue to do so, and at the same time we will also continue to praise the Confederation.
Yes, of course,
that's who we are. We African first, but in Congo, but I'm South African, I'm Nigerian, I'm Namibian, I'm from Burkina Faso, I'm from
Alkebulan.
Yeah, that's who we are.
Wouldn't it be great again for Africa just to be known as Alkebulan? To take away the given name of Africa continent.
Do you know what it's going to require? It's going to require for such podcasts, such conversations to make it out there to the ears of the youth of the new generation. Because the only way they'll know about that name is if they read, and they are lazy to read. A lot of them are lazy to read.
Yeah.
They just want to watch. They want to hear. You know, podcasts before used to be just audio. I'm glad that it has taken a turn now.
It has evolved.
Because the new generation is so freaking lazy. It needs to be pleasing to the eye.
They need some visuals.
They need visuals. Too lazy to just listen. They have to watch. Otherwise, they'll get distracted. Even these particular short form videos aren't good for them. So we have to do our best to even say it in a way that we can clip them for them to just get it quick. Okay, don't worry. I know you only have a minute.
Yeah.
Take that. It's called Al-Kabulaim.
Al-Kabulaim, yes. The natural name of the African continent.
What's the meaning again?
Garden of Eden.
Garden of Eden. Mother of all mankind.
Mother of all mankind, yes.
This particular continent of ours that is so rich in natural resources is the mother of all mankind, the garden of evil. In other words, where it all began. Where it all began.
Yes.
Life in itself. No wonder there's so many people who want to just act like, no wonder there's so many scavengers.
Yeah, no wonder.
Because this is where the life is.
Yeah, this is because this is why Al-Kabulaim is so rich in minerals. It is the Garden of Eden. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
So powerful.
It's big, huh?
Yeah.
It's the motherland.
Yes.
Yes. And so our African people here need to understand that we all need to embrace the mother. Right? Al-Kabulaim. Every single African person, whether you're from South Africa or Nigeria or from Congo or from Burkina Faso, from Egypt, from Morocco, from wherever you may be from the Gen Zs, from Sierra Leone, from Zimbabwe, from Botswana. All of you guys have a responsibility to embrace the motherland. Because the motherland is Al-Kabulaim, the mother of all mankind, the Garden of Eden, Africa's true name. As big and giant and as rich as it is, it boasts of life. The whole thing. They have a responsibility. Anyone who comes out here and entertains some stupid narrative of separation or division or entertaining these freaking borders that were imposed on us needs help. Needs deliverance. And those are the type of people that Felix Tshisekedi should be asking people to pray for.
Yes.
Yes. That's the type of miracle we need. We need a miracle for these African people to get an epiphany. To wake up and understand that together we are stronger. African unity. Whether these politicians do it or not, we're not going to wait for puppets to give us a brilliant idea. Since when? We, the people ourselves, need to come out here and understand that together we are stronger. We need to unite. That's the only freaking hope we have, is if we stand together as one.
Yeah. Africa, united Africa, it is just going to increase and improve the mentality, the trade, the GDP for the country in itself. It can create a better infrastructure, a better lifestyle for every African citizen.
But why is South Africa afraid of African unity?
Oh my gosh.
Why do these South Africans think that when we say we need to unite African unity, why do they think we're talking about open borders?
They are the first ones. I am born in South Africa. I am South African. But the fact that my people are just saying, no, stay away from us. We don't want to be part of Africa then if it's going to be united. Keep them out. Who is them?
It's ridiculous. But Aline, are you okay with Zimbabweans coming there?
Why not?
Nigerians?
For what? Why?
Okay, you're a smart one.
Yeah.
But they think when we say Africa unite, it means let's walk together to the malls. Let's go to the malls. Let's just be able to just walk into any way and without being documented. That's what they think.
It's without being documented, and the fact that there are some bad and good in every country. Every country in the world, there are bad and good people from each country.
South Africans are out here saying if it becomes a borderless continent, if people are able to just come here as they see fit, visa on arrival, they will all flock down here. They'll all flock down here. That's what South Africa thinks.
Because their infrastructure is better than all the other countries in
People
Africa.
don't give a crap about infrastructure. You know how many Africans fly over to Dubai or even to Europe and then they go back to Africa? The infrastructures are great up there. They're not necessarily out here migrating completely. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get
a
you.
lot of people want to go back and live in their own country.
Yeah.
Look, you feel no need to migrate to leave your own homeland and go and live completely permanently somewhere else if you know that you can always go there anytime and come back home.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the restriction that gives people idea and makes them think twice about going back. If there's no freaking restriction, I'll be back, man. It's been good. I miss my hometown. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
Yes, let me set some businesses here. I'm going home, man. I'm coming back. Yeah, it'll be easy that way. And plus, we're not talking about open borders, like crazy open borders, like undocumented in and out, entrance and exit. You can always monitor that.
Yes.
Get your visa on arrival. And clock in, clock out.
Yeah, it's as simple as that.
But the process of acquiring these visas is what should be. They should drop these these restrictions. That's what South Africa's president Cyril Ramaphosa came out here and said, we need the products of the giants on our shelves. South Africans, I don't know how it's set with them, but I'm sure a lot of them were like, what? Look, man. Your president at least knows better than you people.
Yeah.
Your leaders that you voted for know better than you people. They know that together we are stronger. We need some of those products in our shelves. We need to work together. In fact, they can also apply for visa without the need of submitting the original passport. They never said without the passport. You have to get your understanding correct.
Yeah.
Some South Africans came out here thinking that the president said, Nigerians, you can come to South Africa without a passport. They never said that.
That's people not using their heads.
You have to listen properly. They said you can apply to get a visa without submitting your passport. But
paperless.
Yes, but when you do get your visa, you need your freaking passport to travel.
Yes.
The level of understanding is unreal. That's why you shouldn't fight a lot with some of them in the freaking comments section. Even this particular one, they'll be in the comments section saying, South Africa, South Africa, South Africa. Stop talking about us. Talk about your country. Hey, Africa, or rather should I say, Al-Kabulem
yes.
is one country.
Yes.
Yes.
And South Africa is part of Al-Kabulem, so we will talk about it.
How can we not? Actually, do you remember the conversation that we had on one of these lives when we just wanted to be light with it? If there was a country in Al-Kabulem that would be called or that could be designated as the capital city of Al-Kabulem, which country would it be? Yes. If we had to pick a country in Africa to be the capital city of the motherland of Al-Kabulem, of all mankind, of the Garden of Eden, which country would it be?
I have my opinion.
Let's discuss it. Number one, to get your attention, to make sure that you remain here and that you don't swipe up, South Africa is disqualified.
Completely not
because they still have whites-only towns over there. They still have Oranje and Klemfontein. No. You cannot be the capital city of Africa or of Al-Kabulem if you're still entertaining a system that we tried our best. Not only South Africa, most African countries tried our best to get rid of.
Yes.
They tried our best to work together to abolish that particular system. Since you guys are still tolerating those particular whites-only towns that are only but growing, you're disqualified.
Yes. Your mentality is not fit for it just yet.
Yeah.
No, you
on
cannot.
That social level, that needs to be checked. You need to get an epiphany over there because Chidima was your hope. If you had picked Chidima, you'd have won Miss Universe. You messed up over there. She was born and bred over there. Not like Phil Craig. Phil Craig was never born in South Africa. He was born in UK, that guy.
Yes. And look what he's doing now to the Western Cape. What he's trying to do to the Western Cape.
That particular Cape Independence, they even have a YouTube channel.
Yeah. They are gaining.
They're out here in our faces saying, this is what we want to do. We want to separate the Western Cape from the rest of the RSA. And we want to bring in Western values in there. We're not going to sit back here and let these supposed individuals run us. For the last 30 years, this particular black South Africa has done nothing for us. They're full of corruption. We're not going to stand up for this. We're talking about our way of life. This happens everywhere. We need to do our utmost best to sign this particular petition that will cost us almost 2 million rand. It's going to take us some time, but we're not going to turn a blind eye. We're going to keep working in the back while some of these people think that we've stopped. Yeah. South Africa comes out here and says, they're signing a petition to revoke his visa.
They just left it and believing that that is going to work. No, there's already something in the process of stopping him. What happened? You didn't get enough signatures. Nothing happened.
Meanwhile,
because you just left it to the other people without acting upon it while you were there, while it was in the process of happening.
Meanwhile, the Afrikaans culture is working in the background, even on a global stage with certain websites to raise funds to continue to push their mission.
They are saying Western Cape needs to have independence.
Yeah, they are saying they are out here full force. So, excuse me, you are disqualified. You cannot be the capital city of Alkebulan. No, sorry. Let's move on.
No need. Djibouti, no.
What's Djibouti? Djibouti doesn't have the tenacity. Djibouti is out here waving its hands to the rest of the world and saying, we surrender. We're not in charge. There's too many freaking foreign bases there.
Even if after we are united as Africa, still the mentality of the Djibouti is very weak.
No. We're talking about a capital city, of the mother.
We need strength.
We're talking about the son or the daughter of the mother. You know?
Yeah.
Yes. When they say this is the mother of, this is Alkebulan, the mother of Kenya. This is Africa is the mother of Kenya or the mother of Burkina Faso. You understand what I'm saying? Or the mother of
Ethiopia.
Yes. We're talking about it's the mother's favorite.
Yes.
Alkebulan's favorite. The capital city. Yeah. So that particular son or daughter, that particular country or that particular capital city cannot be a rebel.
No.
Cannot have rebel tendencies. Cannot be the type to chase its friends away. Like South Africa is like, yeah, go back to your country. No. Not that kind of child. That child dropped out of school. Not that one. It should be a country that no longer entertains the authority or the rule of its past colonizers.
Or that has never ever been colonized.
Yes. It should be one of those two countries. And once you think about it that way, the short list starts to take effect by itself.
Yes.
You start to see certain names come to the forefront. We put Burkina Faso, top 5. Burkina Faso is there, Niger is there, Mali is there, Ethiopia is there, and who else perhaps? Let's put Botswana there for now. Although
because of the way it's going,
although they need to prove themselves still.
Of course.
It's still beginning days. Let's just put it. But this other one also in the notes. We haven't mentioned anyone up there because you people, you seem to be living, you think you're on your own continent or what?
Yeah.
They don't look down here.
Egypt can be a very good contender, I think. But
I love the culture part of Israel. I love Israel. I love Israel also, but we need to. It's a touchy subject. There's something wrong with Netanyahu, not necessarily with Israel.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a big difference there. We don't mind people. We love all types of people.
Yeah.
We embrace everyone in every religion. We don't judge. But it's the doing. That's why they didn't issue arrest warrant for every single Israeli. They issue arrest warrant for that particular one. You understand that one? We have issues with his governing.
His brain,
the way he goes about doing things. We don't have the issue with the people of Israel or the Jews. We don't have the issue with that. Yeah, but yeah, Egypt, I like. They could also. I love the history part of Egypt.
That is the thing that gives them a good chance because their history is very cool.
I love the fact that Egypt is an African country. Yes, those pyramids, so many things came from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we shall see. But anyway, that's just a light conversation to have, as to say, which country do you think would represent, would have the headquarters, would have the federal office. That's where the federals will be.
Federal government.
It's like Washington, D.C.
Yes.
Right? So who would be the Washington, D.C. of Alkebulan? Yeah, so where everything goes by and all that kind of thing. That would be interesting. But yeah, that was Congo, Burkina Faso, South Africa. As always, we need to touch on them.
Yes.
And Rwanda.
It was there, yes.
Angola, all of them. And yeah, we'll see. I think that's cool for now, huh? Yes, we shall see you guys next time, of course. Feel free. Thank you. Like the video, subscribe, follow us on all the social media pages. The links are in the bio, the description, all of the above. And yeah, nothing but love.
Yes. Thank you so much, guys. God bless.
God bless.